What is a great film that you will never watch again? askReddit guys, subscribe now, or I will be under your bed tonight. Requiem for a Dream. Of course, yup, except I have watched it multiple times because I keep introducing people to it like a fool, or maybe I just want them to suffer too. I guess I'm a sick person. I love watching this and introducing it to others. Personally, I feel it's some of the best acting from everyone in that movie, despite it being totally aired up, and it's still so relevant to today's age. Opiate addiction has never been more deadly. Every adults are on pills and they don't even know what they are swallowing. People using drugs to escape reality, and how quickly your life can turn around for the worse. Nightcrawler. Great movie. Made me feel slightly sick after seeing it though. The acting was just too unsettling. And somehow Jake Gyllenhaal wasn't nominated for an Oscar. Gyllenhaal has been screwed out of numerous awards. Dude is one of the top actors amo, but rarely is recognized via award shows. Not that those are necessarily indicators of actual talent, but it's still quite irksome. Have you seen Demolition? 2015? I will show this movie every chance I get because I genuinely believe that alongside Nightcrawler, it's his best role yet. Such a good movie. Can we add Prisoners to that list too? Zodiac needs to be mentioned. The Green Mile. Can't put myself through that kind of sadness again. I love The Green Mile and gladly keep it on TV when I see it's airing. This is one of those movies I like to watch when I think to myself, yeah, no, it's been a while since you've really sat down and felt something. Buckle up. Graves of the Firefly. That shit was sad. Me too. What gets me is that the writer was a child during WWII, and in real life he was one of the well-fed cousins, and his cousin, a little girl, actually starved to death. I think he was rewriting history with the movie, and writing himself into the movie as the brother and protector, to deal with his guilt. Kind of like Atonement, but real. It was his little sister that died. I never heard that he actually had enough to eat. I don't think that's true. Apparently, as there was not enough food to go around, he would steal food behind her back, which led to her malnutrition and starvation. True hunger is powerful and can change anyone. So sad. Pan's Labyrinth. That movie gutted me. Especially when the captain smashes that person's face inward with the butt of a glass bottle, and they straight up show the gory details. I got super squeamish. I watched it when I was 8 cause I thought it had to do with Peter Pan. That bottle scene traumatized me. I thought it was a regular fantasy fairytale movie for kids. Boy, was I wrong. I did not expect it at all. I remember after I saw American History X, I said wow, that was amazing and I never want to see it again, although now it's been so long I barely remember it. Except for the curb stomping. You never forget the curb stomping. No one forgets the curb stomping. No, I will never forget that. I saw that movie twice in theater. First time in a city, during that scene you could hear the whole audience go ouch. What the Second time I saw it in a small theater in the countryside. And right at the infamous stomp, people started cheering and went hell yeah, that just made the whole scene 10 times as horrible to me. Holy iron shit the second time. Boy in the Striped Pajamas. Loved it but would never watch it again if possible. The emotional drain I felt after seeing that movie was too real. I hated that movie. Not that it's a bad film, but it doesn't do the book justice. The whole point of the book is it's told from the perspective of a child who doesn't understand the war that's happening around him. He never outright says his dad is a Nazi. In fact, if you go into the book 100% blind, it can take a while to realize that it takes place in WW2. What's the opening scene of the movie? Nazi flags? That's the tough part of making a book into a film. In this case, the whole point is lost because you can't just avoid showing Nazi imagery in a visual medium. Yeah, I don't think the movie could play it core like the book did. The visuals will give it away anyway. Uncut Gems. Once is enough. Yeah, I feel the same way. I'm not sure why, but I just don't want to sit through that energy again. The whole movie is stressful laugh with all the constant shouting lol. At least we got a really wholesome moment when his GF came to the apartment when he was in the closet. Yes, that's the word. Wholesome. Lol. I suppose some of us have been conditioned to expect that in a scene like that one the girl is cheating on the guy. It wasn't the case this time. Wholesome moment in a depressing movie. Room, now that's a difficult watch. Well, now I'm curious. Worth a watch? Very much so. Amazing acting. You're tearing me apart, Lisa. Before anyone calls me out, yes, I know it's Room and not The Room. The Room is the exact opposite, a shit film that I will watch 100 times. Oh hi, Mark. I had such an experience the first time I watched this. It came out around the same time as 10 Cloverfield Lane, and I had the two mixed up. I got super high and turned it on because here I was thinking I was going to get some kind of sci-fi alien movie. Boy, was I wrong. I first realized I had mixed the movies up during the scene where the boy is put in the closet and old Nick comes in. All went downhill from there emotionally. Still one of my favorite movies to this day simply because of the emotionally intense experience I went through on my first watch. The Irishman. It was good, but that shit didn't need to be 4 hours long. What? 4 hours? The one I saw was only 90 minutes. Alright, it was the trailer. I'm not going to lie, my hubby and I only have about an hour a night after laying the baby down. We're on night 3 of The Irishman. Is it worth sticking it through? I'm losing interest. Atonement. It's like every terrible thing that could happen wrapped up in one depressing movie that leaves you feeling like justice is a bad joke. I was furious at the end of that. I wanted someone to shoot that bitch. I still hate Saoirse Ronan cause of that movie. I know she's probably extremely nice and cool in real life, but her character in that movie pissed me off so much. Schindlers List. Same. It's one of the best movies I watched and I'll never watch it again. First movie ever to make me cry as a cool 16-yo. My history teacher took us to see it in the theater in high school. There was another group of teens there and they were laughing at the movie when people got shot or basically any horrible scene. It just added to the sadness and anger I felt. Eventually they were asked to leave, but it really was just an illustration in real time of a lack of humanity, the end result of which was up on the screen. In retrospect, I wonder if those kids were uncomfortable and just couldn't allow themselves to be seen caring and vulnerable in front of their friends. Was just about to post this one. My high school English teacher showed this in class towards the end of the year, and I felt so overwhelmed at times. I get the idea that my teacher wanted us to appreciate the true horror and brutality of the Holocaust, but damn. I can't get some images out of my head. I think it's a movie everyone should have to watch. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. It's so beautiful but so real that it's heartbreaking. My friend showed me that movie after I experienced a hard breakup. It actually helped me understand what I was feeling. That movie feels sad but has this beautiful and interesting message. I tend to watch it every few years. I tend to watch it every few years. I watch it every time I get my heart broken. So yeah, about that often. Dear Zachary, amazing documentary, but I could never watch it again. I had to scroll a while to find it, but yeah, this is the one. There are probably people in this thread who have never heard of it, so please understand that I'm 100% serious when I say this. Don't look up spoilers, and don't watch it until you're prepared to be really, really sad for a while. Pick a day when you don't have anything to do, and make sure that you have someone you can talk to after it's over. Zachary is upsetting on a level that nothing else in this thread is. This. Exactly this. One of the most visceral and emotionally devastating things I've ever experienced in my life. I don't remember the name, but it's about a couple of kids who find an old tree house in the woods. The little sister of the MC becomes a princess. The swing rope they used to get across the river snapped, causing his girl best friend to drown. That movie had a bittersweet ending. Bridge to Terabithia. Accidentally got this for my girls when they were younger, not knowing what it was about. Not sure they've forgiven me yet. I haven't watched it for years, but I think it's worse than that. From what I remember, the boy starts to meet up with other friends and starts acting distant from her. The day she dies is because he brushed her off and she goes on her own, leading to her death. That film crushed young me. His guilt was palpable. See you Reddit guys. And don't forget, please subscribe or I will be under your bed tonight.